In a quiet meadow, there lived a small ant named Arlo. While all the other ants in his colony were strong and fast, Arlo was different. He was smaller, weaker, and often struggled to keep up. The other ants would joke about how slow Arlo was, and it made him feel embarrassed. One day, the queen ant called for a big task. A massive grain of wheat had fallen near their nest, and they needed to carry it back before the rainstorm arrived. The workers hurried to gather the grain, but it was far too heavy for one ant to carry alone. The other ants worked together, but there was no way to move it all at once. Arlo saw the commotion and decided to help. He knew he wasn't strong enough to carry the entire grain, but he thought if he could move just a little part of it, it might make a difference. He walked up to the grain, grabbed the tiniest piece he could, and began pulling. The other ants saw Arlo and laughed. "What can you do with such a small piece?" they teased. But Arlo didn't listen. He kept pulling with all his might, step by step. Slowly but surely, he moved his piece of the grain closer to the nest. Other ants began to notice his determination. Inspired by Arlo's effort, they decided to help by pulling their own pieces, no matter how small. Soon, the colony was working together. Each ant carried a small piece, and before long, the grain of wheat was safely inside the nest, just in time for the storm. The queen ant saw what had happened and approached Arlo. "You may be small, but you showed great courage and heart. You believed that even a small effort could make a difference, and because of you, we were able to succeed." Arlo smiled, realizing that even though he was small, his effort mattered. Moral: no task is too big if you break it down into small steps. Even the smallest effort can make a huge difference. Believe in yourself and never underestimate the power of perseverance.